The cold winter weather is coming, and the team at Peerless Boilers, they're ready to help you prepare for this season. It's time to make sure your home is nice and warm for the cold weather. Save loads of money on your fuel bill. Do it now before it's too late and you've got a mess on your hands. Start thinking about replacing your old beast of a boiler with a new high-efficiency Peerless Boiler. Go to peerlessboilers.com, pop in your zip code, and you'll find a dealer near you. Remember, Peerless Boilers, the world's best-built boilers, and proud sponsor of Sid and Friends in the Morning, live from Israel.
What up, y'all? It's Joe Budden, here to talk about Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best place to win real money while watching football. You can get up to 100 times your money.
Prize Picks will give you $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Just download the Prize Picks app and use code SPOTIFY. That's code SPOTIFY on Prize Picks to get $50 instantly when you play a $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Sid and Friends in the Morning. 77 WABC.
Monday morning feels so bad. Everybody seems to mad.
Really hate hearing all that news about Rudy Giuliani earlier. These two shysters in Georgia that are taking all of his stuff, his apartment, his car, all of it. I say this all the time with my next guest about to join me, the two best politicians in my lifetime, locally here in New York. And if God is good to me, I'll be 58 in April. Rudy Giuliani and Peter King. Peter is a great guy, too. Not just a great politician, but a great guy. And I'm hearing a lot of news this morning, specifically earlier, Pete, with Brian Kilmeade, who's also a Nassau County resident, that made me nauseous. I literally almost threw up. I'm not sure if he's accurate or not, but he told me on this show about 2 hours ago that our mutual dear friend and the great, not good, but great Congressman Anthony D'Esposito is down like 7 points in the polls to Laura Gillen. Is that true?
No, it's not true. And I'm a little closer to this than Brian. And Brian's a great guy and he's a good friend. But I'm living this campaign day in and day out. I was with Anthony last night. I'll be with him and Joe Cairo again this morning and he again tonight. No, he's talking about a poll that was in Newsday. I can tell you the polls that we've taken, including John McLaughlin and others, have Anthony up by 1, 2, 3, 4 points. Nobody has him behind. And if he was going to be behind, the most would be like 1 point. But our polls, and these all sorts of independent polls, have him up. Newsday had a poll, and they had him down by 12 points. Several things in that. One, that poll was done during the Jewish High Holy Days. So no Orthodox Jews were in that poll. They are one of the most potent voting blocks in that district, and they're going overwhelmingly for Anthony. So that was out of the poll. They also they polled 11% more Democrats than are expected to vote in the election. That's 11% there. Conservatives, they minimized by 9%. So, and it was one of these automatic polls. The polls that guys like John McLaughlin do, they speak to the people. They get a universe of people that have expected to vote based on previous elections, based on current trends. And John has always been right. He was my pollster for 28 years, and he got me through. He was Donald Trump's pollster, and in 2016, he was the only one who predicted that Trump was going to win Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania. I was for Trump, and I thought John was crazy, and he kept telling me, no, he's going to win them. So our polling, it's to me, first of all, Newsday is Newsday. They're out to get Anthony. They can't stand him because he is everything that Newsday is against. He is, again, a great congressman, and I'm not saying it's not going to be close. It is going to be close. Anthony has said that from day one, but that polling is wrong. And if you look around, and again, this is only on the surface, but there are probably 20 times more D'Esposito lawn signs everywhere you go. They're there. I've seen no enthusiasm for Gillen. I've been in this district for 50 years now, and Anthony is running as strong as anybody could. And again, everything I've seen, he is ahead. It's a slight margin because it has to be when you have 75,000 more Democrats in the district. But also, the Democrats themselves are putting so much money into this district, and they've projected to spend millions more over the next 2 weeks. They wouldn't be doing that if they thought that their candidate was winning by 12 points or winning by any kind of comfortable margin. So there's a phony polls. Anthony is fighting hard, working hard. He's everywhere. So I'm confident he's going to win if everyone does what they have to do.
Okay, good. That makes me feel a lot better because I heard it's down 7 points. I couldn't even imagine. I know that Anthony had a very good showing in the debate a couple of days ago. They're all debating now. Lawler, he's got 3 debates against Mondaire Jones. I think tonight is the Mike Sapricone, Kirsten Gillibrand debate. Last I heard, Sapricone was down like 25 points. So not good news, but I'm glad to hear what you said about Anthony D'Esposito. And look, we talk about Donald Trump here in New York, Peter, and you're about as sharp a politician as anybody in this country. And people say to me, Trump at Madison Square Garden, how silly. He can't win New York. And that goes to show you how stupid people are. Because whether he can win New York or not is not the issue. And he may make it close. He may not win New York. The numbers don't help him. But he may make it close. But it's not about winning New York necessarily. It's about winning New York for people like Anthony D'Esposito. Isn't that true?
It is. First of all, Trump, nobody should second-guess what he does politically, whether it's serving French fries at McDonald's or going to Madison Square Garden. Madison Square Garden is probably the most famous arena in the world, not just in New York, not just the United States, but in the world. So this is going to get attention nationwide. People are going to see it. Also, in New York itself, there are 3, 4, 5 congressional districts that if they go the wrong way, Republicans can lose the Congress. You got Lawler, you got Molinaro, you got Meliotakis, you have obviously Anthony D'Esposito. These are key races that we have to win. And him being in the Garden is going to generate interest, it's going to generate excitement, and it's going to certainly help them. But also it helps him. I mean, people are going to be watching him in the most famous arena in the world. This is where Frazier and Ali fought. This is where the Knicks won their great championships. This is the the Mecca. This is the Mecca of sports, of entertainment, where Sinatra had his great concerts, Billy Joel. You go down the line. So you can't find a better place to generate attention. He's looking behind just, let's say, New York City. He's looking behind even New York. He's looking nationwide. So no matter how you look at it, impact on local races and also projecting him nationally, this has to have a real impact. So, no, it's a stroke of genius.
Are you going there Sunday?
I'm trying to work out details. I want to go. We're trying to work out the logistics with Joe Cairo and Bruce Blakeman. So I intend to be there. No guarantee yet, but I want to be there. It's not that I can't get in. We just have to work out the logistics. That's all. Right,
because he loves. I mean this sincerely. I'm not blowing smoke up here. Right? He loves you guys. He loves you. He loves Cairo. He loves Bruce Blakeman. So it would be great if you guys were there. Everybody I talked to is going. It seems like every important person, not that more people are more important than others, but every important person is going to be there. So what do you think, Pete? The election is 13 days away. You and I will talk again next week. In fact, next time we talk, it'll be just 6 days away from the election, but 13 days out. What does your gut tell you?
My gut says Donald Trump. This is a game of inches, and every day he's picking up a quarter of an inch, a half an inch. The momentum is going his way. I mean, you're talking about a one-point race. That's what it's been all along. Just that movement at all, the way he's doing it, it's moving toward him. Nothing is moving toward her. She's definitely floundering. Again, whether he's getting attention for being at McDonald's, whether or not he's focused attention in these battleground states, the momentum is going with him. Also, I don't think she's going to fully recover from not going to the Al Smith dinner last week. That had more than just Catholic religion or anything else. She was basically going against the whole community, and it was a snub. Especially Al Smith, the purpose of that dinner is to honor a person who overcame tremendous discrimination, who lost a race for president because he was a Catholic. So it's supposed to be a way to show that all people are equal and all religions are equal. And the fact that she snubbed it, every Democrat except Mondale has gone there. I mean, Chuck Schumer was sitting on the table.
Right.
Kathy Hochul.
And by the way, Mondale won one state. He lost 49-1. You bring up a great point. Think about this on the way out, Pete. She did not go see Bibi speak in Congress. She went to a glorified sorority party. She stayed away from the Al Smith dinner. She's made it very, very clear with those two snubs that she doesn't really care about Jews and or Catholics. How can this lady win?
She shouldn't. Everyone keeps saying, again, it's a one-point race, but Trump is getting more of the black vote than he got before. He's getting more of the Hispanic vote. He's getting more of the Jewish vote. He should be strong on Catholics. If you just switch 1 or 2 points, he's going to win in a landslide. That's why, Reagan and Carter, at this stage, was still like a one-point race, and then Reagan ran away with it. And I can see that happening now. I expect it to be close, but even people like Frank Luntz are saying this could be end up being a landslide for Trump if he if all these states break his way, which they could, because momentum is going his way.
Your mouth to God's ears, Peter. It's always great having you on. I love you. Hopefully I'll see you on Sunday, but regardless, another great appearance. And, Pete, this is crunch time. That's it. So here we go. 13 days. Pete King, as always, great job.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you, buddy. There he is, the great Congressman Peter King.